1956. Heartbreak Hotel by Elvis Presley is the biggest song of the year. Around the World in 80 Days is the biggest movie, and a Suez Crisis is brewing. But those are not the only things that happened. We also had the very first edition of the Eurovision Song Contest. Today we're going to see where it all began in Lugano, Switzerland. Let's kiki. Hi, my name is Tom. I'm an Irish Eurovision analyst, and you can find all this stuff on my Eurovision channel. So we're continuing on my series where I look back at old Eurovisions. I've got a playlist up on my YouTube channel. These videos go up early on my Patreon with all the original audio, so you can check them out early if you want. If you don't want to join my Patreon long term, you can just buy access to the folder with all of these videos in them on my Patreon. So there's no original footage of the entire 1956 contest because I think it was mostly done on radio. So huge shout out to Jedge the Doodle 23, who's compiled all of these old video clips to basically stitch together what the contest looked like. This is the closest thing I could find to finding the full contest. So big shout out to Jedge. Let's find out what Eurovision was like in the very, very first edition. Okay, this is Eurovision 1956 one, and I'm a sticker bang. Ooh, Lugano. I think so. This is like a compilation, so I think that's like a photo of a commemorative coin. Oh yes, hello font. This is quite soon after World War II. That's a photo. This is only 11 years after World War II ended. So this is definitely a different era. And that must have been the venue. Oh my god, look how small it was. I presume that's the host? Oh no, these are all the singers. Oh yes, he's spicy. I like his neck scarf. Oh, she's just having a good old day. So it kind of looks a little bit like 61, which I did, but it looks like it's a smaller scale. We have our orchestra there. And it was based off of San Marino, I believe. We'll look at some of the history at the end. I don't want to get spoiled. Well, it's not that many spoilers because there's no points. They just splatted the winner like this person won. And I wonder, is that clapping from the actual event, or is it just like from a different event and it looks similar?
Signore e signori, buonasera. Buonasera. Eccoci giunti alla finale europea dei concorsi della canzone che si sono svolti in Belgio, Francia, Germania, Italia, Lussemburgo.
She's speaking Italian. He's saying these are all the countries competing.
La giuria internazionale che in questo momento è riunita a Lugano proclamerà questa sera per la prima volta negli annali della radiotelevisione.
He's saying the judges are going to pick the winner for the first time.
Eurovisione 1956 della canzone europea. Sono in
Italian's so like Spanish, it's crazy.
Lugano 10 reti televisive e 20 reti radiofoniche.
Okay, I didn't understand all of that. But I understand a lot considering I don't speak Italian.
Della canzone europea. La selezione alla quale stiamo per dare il via.
I think I should just start learning Italian. It's so similar to Spanish. I feel like I can. It'll be so much easier for me to learn. It's not a very global language though. Wow, look at that stage. It's really small. So we got a piano. There's very much like a section that you went to stand on and sing the song. It's crazy like what a small event it started out as. Like this is a really small, this is like 1/8 the size of the current press room is like the entire competition. I'm going to cut a lot of this out now because unless you're an Italian speaker, we don't really know what he's saying. So I'll leave the interesting photos in there. Yeah, I feel like that stock footage of people clapping. It gives a good impression though of what it would have been like.
La rassegna ha inizio, come abbiamo detto, con l'Olanda, la quale presenta The Vogels van Holland.
Oh, I think we're getting our first artist announced. I'm not going to do my board today because, in case you don't know, this edition had 7 countries. 7 countries, not 8, 7. And they all had 2 songs. So I don't have... I've only got 1 of each flag. We're from Switzerland. I have 2 Switzerlands for some reason. So I can't really do a ranking. Oh, it's Olanda. The Vogels van Holland. Vogel is the songbird, is it? It is in Swedish. I think Vogel is it. Oh, is this the original footage? Oh. This has a very wartime feel, doesn't it? Maybe this is her performing later in her life? I think some of the clips that he's picked are like future performances of the song. So I don't know which ones are going to be originals. Yeah, this is charming. This feel of music really reminds me of like Anne Frank. It just puts me in that period. This is only 10, 11 years after the war. I'm not sure how much music would have changed between 45 and 56. The 50s is an interesting period. I don't really think about the 50s that much. You know, the 60s is a bit more of a kind of personality. 70s obviously was huge. 80s pretty big as well. Like when I think of each decade, I have like images that come into my mind. I don't really have any imagery for 50s. I just kind of think of it as a period of recovery. Toodaloo was the 50s version of La La La. Yeah, that part of the song sounds a little bit like national anthem, like nationalist song. It's a bit wandering, isn't it? Oh, that's a code stamp behind her. Okay, yeah, this is definitely not the original. A little bit of a shame because we can't get an idea of what kind of fashion they had. I believe one of the reasons why some of the old footage is missing is that often broadcasters would reuse tapes, like they would record over. So if you're an 80s, 90s kid like me, you remember that you could do that with a VHS. You could record something on a VHS and you could record over it, and that was like a big scandal in the house if one of your family recorded over something that you had. So I believe that's the reason we don't have Denmark's edition from, I can't remember what year, 64 I think, is because they filmed over it. Yeah, they only have one stock footage of people clapping. That was fine, very wandering, very 40s, 50s feel. Okay, Switzerland's first song. The Alte Carousel, the Tall Carousel. Now I'm interested to see now, are the artists from each country the same or are they different? I would guess they're the same. So 7 artists singing 2 songs each. We're getting a little caption, yeah, Switzerland. Oh, it is Lisa Alicia singing the South Carousel. Okay, so Lisa Alicia is going to sing both songs. So this is her first song, Tall Carousel. Oh, I'm guessing that's what it means. I don't know for sure, I don't speak, I assume it's Swiss German. This seems like a real image now. I don't know if I'm projecting, but... Oh, I think this is real footage. Because that looks like the stage, doesn't it? Oh, look at the 5 artists behind. That's very 60s to me. All gathered around one mic. Oh, look at that little boy just chilling with flowers. It feels like the original visuals with audio put over, because their singing's out of sync. That boy is just like, why am I here? why don't I just come on at the end? It's charming, wandering, instrumental. I'm not gonna play this at the gym. Yes, shaky cameraman. It's crazy if you compare this to Eurovision 2025. It's unrecognizable. I think she passed recently, didn't she? I think it was possibly last year or the year before. Oh, it's kind of charming. I don't know. I'm not expecting any of these songs to be good. I'm going to be real with you. I'm more here for the visuals and the historical impact. Fashion-wise, though, she's fashioning. You know, got a plunging neckline, quite a large dress. Flowers, the flowers just flowering. And I find the song topics of these songs are quite twee. Like in the 61 edition, we got a lot of songs about like nature and children, kind of like children, not directed at children, but children-friendly songs. I don't know what to sing about now, but I'm guessing it's a carousel. Like very innocent. I imagine she's saying like, we're gonna go to the carousel and it's fun and scary. It's like... Yeah, she's out of sync, so this is... I feel like this is the original visuals. Yeah, these songs, they do kind of drag. This was before Beats production and operatic 30-second endings. Okay, I want to keep an eye on this lad. What is he going to do? Is he going to throw away the flowers at the end? Oh, close up of the... Like, that's just a different era, isn't it? It's so... 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. I wonder how the judges are working. We can look up at the end. Yeah, I don't want to look it up now. Well, I suppose I'm not really spoiling the results, am I? It's more that I just don't want to ruin the screen recording. Okay, there's the same part of the crowd. Get in there, becoming famous on YouTube. Oh, lady on the right is not happy. In the white. Look at her, she gets pissed off at the end. Okay, we're Belgium next. He said north to Belgium. More northwest, isn't it? Flop to Leclerc. I wish they'd gotten like more than one stock image of clapping. I've got to say thank you, Judge, the Doodle 23. I shouldn't complain. Okay, Fat Leclerc. That's a different... Oh, Fud Leclerc. Monsieur les noyés de la Seine. The men that drowned people in the Seine. So I'll be able to sing some of the lyrics, hopefully. Okay, let's see, where is he performing? Oh, okay, so this is him performing later. No, I don't really understand what he's saying. It's more dramatic than the first two. It's my favourite so far. So I'd say Belgium's number one. Gosh, the other two were very similar. Actually, can't tell them apart. Maybe Netherlands second, Switzerland third. This style of music was so wander. Stroll around the park. I wonder what their national selections were like. How did they pick these songs? Was it just like get your resident broadcaster singer? Oh, okay, I was just looking at the bullets. Most of this I'm not picking up. Oh, is he finished? God, these songs are a bit painful. And we didn't have the 3-minute limit at this point, so I think you could go on if you really wanted to. If you had a hankering for a 7-minute song. Oh, he's getting spicy with some trumpets. I really understand so little of what he's saying, so my French sucks more than I thought. Sans amour ni haine entre ses bras et d'eau. Okay, it was about sand and water. Okay, I'll finish. These songs are so boring. Okay, there you go. Well done. It's just hard because there's no like original visuals. So like if a song is dragging, like with my 61 edition, there were draggy songs, trust me. But I could look at the fashion and I could look at the scenery and here we're getting only got one group of people clapping. I'm gonna cut out the introductions to the songs because it's the same photos and he's just saying who wrote it and composed it. It's just not interesting. That looks like an original photo. Walter Andreas Schwartz in Wartesaal zum großen Gott. Oh, none of those words mean anything to me. Those 12 people are living for this new Eurovision contest. I would love him to start rapping. Or just do something really spicy.
Es gibt einen Hafen, da fährt kaum ein Schiff.
Oh, is that pretty close to rapping? It's 50s rapping.
Unbestimmte Fernen. Und es kommt, wenn es ankommt, von sehr weit schon her. Und einer steigt auf.
Chansons aus Deutschland, songs from Germany. So this is obviously a clip from the future. Because this staging is so exciting compared to everyone else.
Einen Saal mit Blick auf das Meer.
Oh yes.
Well,
like this is my favorite, but it's my favorite because the staging is so early 70s dramatic. It actually reminds me a little bit of Andy Warhol.
Im Wartesaal zum großen Glück, da warten viele, viele Leute, die warten seit gestern. Und sie blickten aufs Meer und sie sahen auf
Living for the talking bit.
Gerade als es abfuhr in unbestimmten
Because it's got a dramatic quality to it. It's almost like a
und sie
play.
jagten auf Träumen hinter ihm her und sahen ihn nicht, wie er kam übers Meer. Mit gläserner Fracht von den Sternen.
I'm gonna get my iPad so I can read about the songs that are happening because otherwise I have nothing to talk about, girl. It's just like...
Sie warten seit gestern auf das Glück von morgen.
Okay.
Und leben mit Wünschen.
I already know who wins, so, and there's no second, third, fourth place, so I'm not gonna look it up. I'm not gonna give you spoilers, so there's nothing to spoil. I wish there was something to spoil. So, let's see. This
Und
is...
es fuhren am Morgen die Fischer hinaus.
Let's look up what the song means. Im, I'm guessing, means in.
Und da kam er gegangen und ihre Netze waren
In the
leer.
waiting room
Doch
to
da holt
great
für sie
happiness.
die Sonne
Yes,
aus
King.
dem
What a
Meer.
song title.
Und
Wow.
sie empor
So Gluck must be happen and Großen must be like big.
Und sie glänzte weit
Let's talk about the vocals Van Holland meant.
und es tanzten die Boote
It did mean the birds of Holland, okay. Wow, my Dutch is better than I thought.
im Saal am Quai der Vergangenheit.
Oh no, interesting. Germany has two
Da sah
different
man die
singers.
Sonne nicht.
So not everybody bought the same singer. Yes, in fact I think... Is that the only...
Im Wartesaal zum großen Glück.
No, Luxembourg also bought the same singer as well.
Da warten viele, viele Leute.
Oh,
Die
Chloe
warten
Bocken's
seit
in
gestern
this.
auf das Glück von morgen und leben mit Tja. Die armen Leute.
Okay, yeah, go, go girl, go Walter, Andreas Schwartz. It's weird, I can look, they have hyperlinks, I feel a bit macabre looking up when people, like he died in 92, age 78, which is a great age. Oh gosh. He was chosen by a national final.
Parole di Rachel Thoreau, musica di
And he
André
wrote
Lodge,
and composed that song
canta
himself.
Matteo Alteri, dirige Frank Porcel.
Oh wow, and he's criticizing the attempts of many Germans in the immediate post-war era to deny the past
Per quanto
and sweep
dolorosa
their
possa
own
essere
involvement
l'attesa,
under the
per quanto
rug.
cocenti le lagrime versate nella
It's rumored to
speranza
finish
del ritorno
second.
dell'uomo amato,
Spicy
tutto questo si
rumors
cancella nella
from
mente,
Eurovision
appena lui
1956.
è lì,
What the
davanti a
source
voi.
for that is.
Matteo Alteri per la Francia.
How could they know those results not have been leaked? Okay. Next up is it's Mattei Alteri, Le Temps Perdu, Lost Time. Why she lived to 97. Okay, if you could be in Eurovision 1956, you had a shield around you for the rest of your life. Oh. Wait a mother-loving second. She's still alive. This diva. Oh, look at her. Oh, I like her dress. Again, this is probably not the original footage. That's a really, really nice dress. I don't know what era it is, but she is still living. She lives in Paris. She's 97, and she's born the 12th of December. Incredible. She's the oldest living Eurovision contestant. Amazing. The song is, I have to admit, all these songs sound really similar to me. Obviously, the unique thing is that she's got an operatic quality to her voice. But generally, it's wandering with violence. That's why the German song was actually quite unique, because it's the spoken part. Yeah, she doesn't have a very long Wikipedia page. I'm kind of screwed if there's thing in their Wikipedia page. I don't know what the song is about. Maybe I can get something from the song. Yeah, she's got a nice voice, as you kind of expect from an opera singer. Let's see. There used to be a love song. Yeah, she's waiting for her love. And oh, did he arrive? Maybe that's why she's still alive. She's still waiting for this dude to show up. Okay, next up is Luxembourg's first song, and it's by Michel Arnaud. Ne crois pas, don't believe. And again, this like Alicia sings both of the Luxembourg songs. Michel? That's so weird. I thought Michel was a man's name. No, it's not. It's a female artist. She's unfortunately not with us anymore. She died in 1998. Germany's still my favorite so far. We can skip a little bit ahead. That looks maybe a bit more early 60s. Oh, it's a bit different, isn't it? There's something about like watching the songs and not knowing where they're placed. I like without ranking. It's like, I want to know if this came last or if it came second. Quand tu auras le crâne bien lisse, le geste mal assuré et le regard en coulisses, tu iras te faire réparer. Ne crois pas que tu seras toujours beau gosse. Ne crois pas que ta jeunesse. Let's look up the meaning of some. Oh, here, good lyrics. Oh, Eurovision World, shout out to Eurovision World. Okay, so it sounds like it's about don't focus too much on your looks. It's basically saying like, if you're hot when you're young, don't just settle for being hot because your looks are gonna fade, your belly will become a globe, I quote, and your teeth will become unset. You'll become clumsy, you'll go to be repaired. Don't believe that you will always be a handsome boy. I kind of like that. You think you're clever. That was very short as well. It was very, very short. Okay, I'm going to put that as my number 2 because it was just concise. I'm valuing conciseness in this period. Next up is Italy's first song. Aprite le finestre. Open the window. Is that in Italian or Napoleon? Italian. No, it isn't Italian. From Franca Raimondi. She is not with us, unfortunately. She died in 88. Oh, here's just, ooh, I really like her outfit. This looks like original. Oh, that looks like original footage, is it? No. This crowd is true. I know them inside out now. That sounds like Gustav Holst. Jupiter. Is it? I think that's Jupiter, isn't it? Or am I thinking of Edvard Grieg? Hole of the Mountain King? Anyway, it sounded like one of them. She was the winner of an RAI contest of New Voices, and she got to perform at the 1956 edition of Sanremo. which won this song. Primavera, that's spring. Yeah, that's it. Didn't seem to do much after this. Maybe she retired from Eurovision life. Valentina Manetta could never. Okay, let's go back. Open the window. Why is she opening the window? So she's like, open your window and kind of like experience nature and the spring. Open your windows to the newly born sun. It's spring, it's spring. Oh, there's gonna be some Laz. Did you already do the Laz? Need to hear it, listen to that. It's very nature. There's way more like nature, birds and flowers songs back in this era. I wonder when that started to die out, because we had an Apple song in 71. Luxembourg song was Apple, Apple, Apple. Oh, we're near the end. So the Laz are coming up again. Okay, here's the last. Yes, Queen. She's got a pretty voice. That really sounds like, is it Jupiter? I think it's Jupiter. You know, it's so funny, this audience like had no idea that in the future there'll be an internet and there'll be the stock footage used to clap. Like, if you could do a time machine and go back and tell those people, they'd just be like, what are you talking about? Okay, so next up we're back to the Netherlands. And it's Corey Balkan. Of course, we know it, the contest again. I'm not going to look up Corey Balkan's profile because I'm aware that she's in the contest again and I don't want spoilers. I think she's in the contest 2 more times. I don't want spoilers for those results, although I may know one of them. Let's go, Corey. What footage are we going to get of her? Over for good. Okay, let's see what she's singing about. Oh, the first. She's saying, over for good, now we'll never be together again. My darling, what have I done to you? So she's spurned. Your windows are closed. There's so much nature and spring imagery. I suppose it's like spring is rebirth and it's a time of rebuilding the world after World War II. She's saying the whole world smells good, the spring flower is colouring. And why is there every year a new May? So flower imagery, blooming, regrowth. Oh, the song doesn't end very happy though. For me, it's over forever. The spring of my life, that season of worth, it's all over. Very melancholy, Corey Balkan. This is obviously very different footage because she's been quite more playful here. A little bit of instrumental part. We had a lot of that in 61. Just randomly inserted instrumentals. Oh girl, come on, this instrumental's long, babe. Oh, it's over. And that last line meant it's all over as well. Very fitting. That didn't do anything for me. There's so many of these songs sound the same. The German songs stood out to me for having the spoken word and being for something very different and having that interesting theme. And then the French song, I think, had like a quick patter to it, which also made it sound different. Everything else, I could not hum you a second of it. Now we're going to Switzerland's second song, Refrain, by Alicia, who we already saw before. I think this is in French, isn't it? So she sang her first song in German, and now her second song is in French. Oh! I wonder now, look at that background, that's very interesting. I mean, this fucking crowd, oh my god. Jej, if you're watching, love you for making this, please pick out a different crowd. Again, I feel like this is the original footage. Oh, do you know what? I wonder, did they only have footage of one song and they were using it? Okay, what's this song about? Another song about a lost love. So lost love or flowers, or ideally both. This is both. She's already talked about flowers. Garden full of sun where I spent my childhood. It's very much like kind of early innocent love running through fields, holding hands, a cheeky kiss with the mouth closed by the babbling brook. That's the vibe I'm getting. That's one song, and then another song is that guy, after kissing her on the lips with the mouth closed, ditched her. Where is my forgotten lost love? That's song number 2. And then song number 3 is just nature. It's spring. There's birds. It's spring. It's rebirth. That's the vibe I'm getting from this area, is there's 3 things you can sing about. I can understand the French lyrics when I have got them right in front of me. Without being able to read subtitles though, I find it really hard. Because it's the singing, it changes it. This is pretty. I have to admit, I don't find this particularly massively different than some of the others. Oh, I get now why that boy is there with the flowers. I get it. Okay. I worked tonight. It makes more sense now, but with the first song, I couldn't work out. It didn't make as much sense. And this is the original because she's lip syncing properly. So at least we have this original footage. But yeah, I don't know. This doesn't sound massively different from some of the other flower lost love songs. If this does end up winning, I don't know. It's not really giving winner vibes to me. I gotta be real. I'd give the win to Germany at this point. Yes, camera change. Cameraman fell over. Oh, I think we're at the end. I go crying the loves of my 20s. Feels like everyone just wants to be 20. All these songs are like, I'm not 20 anymore, and it sucks. Okay, that was Alicia. Next up is Moaning Mark. Moaning Mark is what's he gonna be moaning about? Oh, is Moaning Mark a lady? How is Moaning Mark one of the only people who doesn't have a hyperlink? So, is it a lady? The song is called Le plus beau jour de ma vie, the most beautiful day of my life. It's by Moaning Mark. Which sounds like a cartoon character of like a sad-looking dog, but it's a lady. I've never heard the name Moni before. I've heard of Mona, but not Moni. I wonder if you bought 2 artists that have to... No, actually, because Germany bought 2 male artists. Oh, yeah, Moni is a lady. My goodness. The mark threw me off. Okay, let's find out what Moni Mark's song is. Most beautiful day of my life, so hopefully it's not a sad song. Oh my goodness. I'll read you out what the first verse. Let her sing and then I'll read what the first verse says. I got rid of what she was saying. The bells are ringing, they're all chiming, the most beautiful day of my life. Today I'm getting married. Ding dong, ding dong. It's a marriage song. I wonder will it morph into a I wish I was 20 song at the end? It's cute. She's saying my mother's gonna cry, my father will offer his arm. It's her talking about her marriage day. It's a cute. It's making me think of Marry Me. From Finland was that 15? 2016 was Sing It Away. 17 was, goodness, what was 17? Was that Blackbird. Because then 18 was Sarah Alto, 19 was before film became really good. Oh, 19 was Darude. 21 was when film became amazing. Why am I talking about Finland? Sorry, because these songs are so wandering, that's why. Lady singing about getting hitched. Her Vegas marriage. People admire us and I hear them saying, look, she's beautiful. They match together. Ding dong, ding dong. Everything about this is like so like conservative talking point, like modern conservative talking points talk about like what they're singing about in these songs is like, you know, a man and a woman in their 20s getting married early, having kids, you know, very traditional living. That's the vibe it's giving. Okay, we're near the end. It's nice to know as well because usually when you're watching Eurovision you can check the 3-minute mark, whereas because there's no time limit they can go on forever. Like this song you can see is pretty long. Yeah, she's got married. What did she actually get married? She's got no hyperlinks. I don't know about Moni Mark. She's got the best. I feel like Moni Mark's a drag name. Song wise, my god, sorry, all these songs just sound the same to me. They're so wandering and flat, and there's no discernible chorus and then there's instrumentals and there's lots of violins, and they're pleasant, they're background music, but the reason I'm reading out the lyrics is just so hard to react to these songs because the songs are so kind of pancakey. Okay, next up is Freddie Quinn from Germany saying So geht das jede Nacht.
So geht das jede Nacht.
Oh, he said better than me.
Peter Musser.
Let's see, as Freddie has a hyperlink?
He,
OMG. He's also alive. Go Freddie. Quinn is a very Irish surname. Yes. His father is called Johan Quinn, who was born in Ireland. So shout out to, I suppose this is like the closest Ireland had to representation at this time. He's often associated with the Schlager scene. Yes, King. Oh my god. What? This is crazy. So, at the end of World War II, he encountered American troops in Bohemia, and because he spoke English fluently, he pretended to be American and they brought him back to America. It was just a different era. You could just pretend to be American and get an American passport. He was sent to the US in May 1945 with a military transport. While he arrived, he learned his father had already died 2 years earlier. My God, this is just a different era. Crazy. So he was sent back to Europe. So I think he said to them, like, my dad's in America, I'm American. He went over to America, must have been on the boat for a couple of weeks. And they're like, yeah, your dad's dead. Go home. Crazy. He went home to Vienna and then he was stranded in a children's home in Antwerp for a year where he learned to speak French and Dutch and then was discovered in Hamburg. And this song is about a faithful woman who dates many, many men. Yes, Diva. Get that 50s living. Okay, enough about him, I think. Let's find out what the song is saying. Just got a little bit of a spoiler there. The song means that's how it is every night. So this lady's busy. Yes, these lyrics. On Sunday with Jimmy, on Monday with Jack. On Tuesday you go off with Johnny. She is that diva. She's stacking up the sausage. That's how it is every night. I give you flowers and I drive you to the office. So that's 50s romance. I take your mother every Sunday to the zoo. Can you imagine nowadays saying to a girl that you like, I'm going to take your mother to the zoo on Sunday? She'd be like, what? The hell are you talking about? But on Wednesday, Billy brings you home. And on Thursday, you go out with Tommy. She is... I think he's probably exaggerating. That's how it is every night. I loved you since you were a baby. But on Friday, you're dancing with Ben. And on Saturday with someone I don't even know. Love it. Lyrically amazing. Next up is France. It's Danny Daubertson
Non vedo che il suo sorriso...
Il est là, he's there. Okay, now is Danny Deberson is a lady or a man? I'm finding it now because
Danny Deberson per la Francia.
it is a lady. She's unfortunately no longer with us. She died in 79. Ooh, no. She had a terrible car crash in 1967. Terrible. Her friend died in the car crash, and then Danny never recovered emotionally or physically from the crash, which ended her career as a singer. Terrible. It's weird, like, watching them be able to, like, read their future. And then she died in 79. That's well, what her song is. So it was a bit macabre, but let's see. Her song is "He's There." As soon as I run away from him, he's there. So it's possibly is it a stalker or is it? Seems like it's a guy that she can't get out of her mind, perhaps. I've tried everything to forget him. I've crossed the whole world, but no man has given me such a part of eternity. So I'm talking over so many of the songs, but sorry about these sounds fine. All the same. This song sounds exactly the same as all the previous songs. Oh god, look how long this song is as well. She's like, it's a book. This is quite nice. Like, it feels a bit more interesting than some of the others. It feels like it came top 5, I'd say. So yeah, it's about a guy that she's really obsessed with and she can't get him out of her head. Warm is finished as the second last verse. I will see him there in front of me. He will be there forever. He's there, he's there, he's there. Oh, that was a little bit Barbara Pravi at the end, wasn't it? That was good, that was nice and short. So next up is again Michelle Arnaud, who we already met. But her song is called Les Amants de Minuit, Midnight Lovers. Spicy. Maybe she's the lady that the German guy was talking about. He was with Benny and Tommy and Billy and Max. Violins. Groundbreaking. Oh, look at that. It looks a little bit Truman Show, doesn't it? It's so weird. She's at the top of the steps and I don't know what's happening on the right and the left. It's very trippy. It's like photos of maybe some streets or something. Again, song-wise, just a lot of similarity. Let me just read what the lyrics are about. Is this, I think it's like two people meeting at night for a forbidden love, perhaps? They're not, no pointless words, no lost kisses, no difficult confessions. At dawn, no return. So maybe they're eloping or something. And if their heart gave himself a little bit more than one night, there will be nobody between her and him. I don't really pick out what this song is about. I remember her first song either. It's very hard to remember the songs. What do I remember? I still remember Germany. It just stood out so much. The first German song. The second German song, I remember because I was talking to the whole of it, but I remember him talking about that diva who was getting action. She was just taking advantage of being in her 20s. I think that's it. Okay, we've only got one song left before we get the exhilarating results. It's Tonina Torielli, with a different Italian artist singing Amami Zavoi. Let's read about Tonina Torielli. Let's skip, this introduction part's so boring. So Tonina Torielli, she is also alive. This class of 56 is just not giving up. Which is crazy, because I remember I know this is very macabre to look who's alive, but I did it for 61. I think only one of them was left alive, the Spanish lady. Whereas this episode, whatever their diet was, is doing great. She's still living. She's 91 years old in Italy. She used to work in a candy factory. So she also competed in the same competition as the other lady and won. She competed in Sanremo 8 times. Oh wow. 8 years in a row from 56 to 63. It was much easier to get in back then. That's information. Wikipedia is not the spiciest. Let's see what this song is about. Love me if you want to. Well, I think that's how consent works, babe. I really like caressing you, kissing your shy eyes, but I don't feel like swearing if you ask me for eternal love. Okay, so he's more into her than she's into him? I'm the love that fades away, but never trust my kisses. I'm the love that hurts. I think she's saying that she's a little bit afraid of commitment. If he wants to get wrapped up in all that, that's his call. She's that diva. Do you know what? This is the reply to the German guy. She is that diva who's going out with Billy and Tommy and Betty. Not Betty. Maybe Betty. I don't. I'm not sure how they did this stuff in the 50s, but she's like, yes, she's been honest. She's like, I want to get my action. If you want to fall in love, that's your fault. Song-wise, they're all the same. Oh, apart from that plucky moment. Long instrumentals. Instrumentals were the 50s version of a dance break. Wow, okay, that's it. That is the last song. Let's see how they splat the results of this. Are they literally just going to go, or are they going to put in an interval act? But that was it. That were the 14 songs. I want to listen to that. I don't actually probably might check out the German song again, because it's interesting. But the other ones, just not for me. I just don't enjoy this type of wandering. Really hard to discern the melodies. Oh my god, that crowd. Okay, so the intro act is Les Joyeux Rossignols. Let's listen to them. And they're whistling. They're gonna whistle for the whole song, are they? It's not the cleanest whistling ever, is it? Oh, that was impressive. Let's read up, oh my god. Just reading about all the drama that happened. I'll tell you about that afterwards. I'll let you listen to these whistling lads. Oh, there's 2 interval performances. Like, these are 2 dudes pretending to be birds. Do you know the interval act? What was the interval act in 61? Oh, it was the ballet, wasn't it? The interval act in 91 was fantastic. Oh my god, girl. This interval. I think there's another I'm fast forwarding, so it's so bad.
Le jury européen, composé de 2 délégués de chacun des 7 services de télévision participant au présent concours, ayant jugé dans les conditions prévues aux articles 12 et 13 du règlement de l'Union européenne de radiodiffusion, a décerné le Grand Prix Eurovision 1956 de la chanson européenne à la chanson refrain.
There it is, like that's it, babe. Splash. There's your results. Splat right up into your face. No second place, no points. Splatathon. The winner is Refrain by Lisa Alicia, which many of us already knew because, like I said, she died recently. And I think up until then she used to do occasional interviews. So presumably now this guy who's on screen was the person who came out to just announce the results, because we're in French now all of a sudden, having been in Italian before. Switch languages. This crowd. Okay, now here, this is real footage, I believe. This is a little girl bringing out flowers and that little boy, and that's why we had the little boy with the flowers in the background. I worked it out during her refrain performance. I was trying not to spoil for you who the winner is, although it's like, it's not super exciting anyway. So anticlimactic to have to listen to 14 songs and then just be like, this person won. No second place, no third place. Now this is her reprise. I wonder if they're going to show, because I believe that she forgot the words, didn't she? Like, it's a nice song, I just don't think it was the most wow one. This is the, yeah, so she just said I'm feeling very emotional. Oh, that's very sweet. Do over. She forgot the words, that's very charming. The lad in the back is like, do I get paid extra for standing on stage longer? Okay, I think the rest is just all the same. We've already watched this now because this part is what we saw earlier when we did France. So we're not going to watch the whole thing again. Jez just cut out the bit at the start where she's forgot the words. Everything else is the same. So we can just skippy, skippy, skippy. Skippy pants, skippy roo. Skipaholic. Ooh, is something happening at the end? Is she gonna do a dance break? Oh no, that is the actual crowd. Oh wow, look, this is a real audience. Why didn't you show some of them clapping? But then these people again, oh God, these people are gonna haunt my nightmares. So I guess these are the real audience. I'm guessing from the end of the show, because I believe this is the only original footage that remains, is the reprise. Let's quickly go through. So the idea of the show came from Sanremo, but it was formulated by a Swiss broadcaster called Marcel Bensenson, who I believe has an award named after him. This was the only edition where you could have 2 songs. It was the only edition where all the voting was held in secret, and juries could vote for the entries from their own country. OMG. So I'd say these results were busted. The result was determined by an assembled jury composed of 2 jurors from each country, with each juror giving each song a score between 1 and 10. So I'm going to guess that there are a couple of countries who just gave 10 and 10 to their own country, and other ones who are like, I can't give 10 to both my countries. That's too much. And maybe give like 6 and 5. So I don't know if this like winning this really counts as like a proper win. If you can, it's a very flawed system. Even though it was broadcast on television and radio in 10 countries, no video footage of this event is known to exist, with the only video available being of the reprise performance. So everything else we saw was just photos, and that was from an independent archiver. However, the majority of the audio we heard was original. So when they were originally planning this, one of the ideas put forward was that they were going to sing the song with an orchestra and then sing the same song with the piano backing. So just like different accompaniment. My God, that would have been so boring. Okay, so there was a time limit of 3.5 minutes. After this year, they made a couple of changes. So they put it down to 1 song. They expanded the number of performers allowed to participate for each country, so you didn't have to be a solo artist. And they introduced a more visible voting system, and they restricted each country from voting for their own entry. So there were clearly issues with the voting. Like, clearly some countries gave 10 out of 10 and 10 out of 10 to their 2 songs, and they were just looking at it like, this is ridiculous. Now, we don't know if all countries did that, all 7, or if only some of them did it, but it clearly happened because they've made this change the next year as a reaction to that. This is the only time in which the contest was hosted by a solo male presenter, and it's only one of 2 contests not to feature a female presenter. So this and 2017, where we had 3 male hosts, and yet the motto of the contest was celebrate diversity with 3 male hosts, which was, I don't know if that was an in-joke or just an unfortunate coincidence. And it was the only contest to feature a male presenter for 22 years. So it became a bit of a tradition that the contest was hosted by a female. So apparently the full breakdown of results was lost. That is such an iconic piece of Eurovision history. Like, if you can get your hands on that score sheet, presumably it's gone. I don't know if it's in someone's old cupboard or something. It's been presumed lost. Attempts to reconstruct the voting through interviews with jury members have also failed to reveal a reliable result. So someone went and asked the jurors and tried to get, like, what did you give the scores, and added up. Apparently, an Italian newspaper, La Stampa, published the day after the contest, said that Switzerland got 102 points. So the maximum would be, there were 14 jurors who could each give 10 points. The maximum score was 140, and apparently Switzerland got 102. And apparently the gap between the first and second place songs was revealed to be only 2 points, and that the remaining entries also finished close to the winner. Theoretically, the difference between first and second, again, we don't know who came second, but it's a rumor that it was Germany's song by Walter Andreas Schwartz. Theoretically, maybe Switzerland won because they gave their songs 10 and 10 and Germany didn't. And because of that, they lost the contest. Totally hypothetical. We don't know. There's no results. Okay, now let's read what Chris West has to say in his book, Eurovision, looking at the history of the contest. And I'm just reading now that because Luxembourg weren't able to send their judges, they appointed 2 extra Swiss ones. So there were more Swiss judges there than anybody else. So Luxembourg had asked 2 Swiss judges to stand in for them. So there were 4 Swiss judges. And then when you consider that you can vote for your own country and Switzerland only won by 2 points, I think it's safe to say that they probably wouldn't have won if it wasn't for those extra Swiss judges. And apparently 3rd place was Feu de Leclerc, the Belgian song. So apparently the UK, Denmark and Austria had applied to participate, but for various reasons did not end up on the stage. The UK even chose their artist. It was Shirley Abacare singing Little Ship, but she never made it to Lugano. Theorized potentially it's because she was Australian and they didn't want to send an Australian for the first year. Yeah, so that's mostly it. One of my thoughts, like musically, I don't think it's particularly great. And I didn't realize that the winner was that spicy. If you ask me, I think the winner was Germany, or would have been Germany if we had a little bit more transparent system, a little bit more fair. You can vote for yourself. I thought it was the most interesting song, and the meaning of the song was very, very important as well, given the time period. So yeah, that's kind of spicy. I didn't realize that Germany potentially might have won the first ever Eurovision, but Switzerland hosted, so they had the most judges who could vote for themselves. So that's very spicy. But yeah, there's nothing there that I would ever listen to again. But it was still the first concept. It's the beginning of an era. Musical tastes back then were just totally different. Still interesting to take a look back. I actually enjoyed some of the lyrics. Okay, what did you think about Eurovision 1956? Leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Thank you to those who've been supporting me on PayPal and Buy Me Coffee. If you want to support the channel, I'll leave a QR code for you here and a link in the description. And of course, thank you to my wonderful patrons who patronize me from all around the world, especially in off season. Their support is absolutely vital. Go check out my Patreon if you're a fan. Thanks for being here. I've seen another Eurovision analysis very soon. Goodbye.